Hi, this is Zeynep. Today we'll be doing a class of Yoga Beginners 2, which is still to beginners. It will focus on Warrior 3, on Crescent Lunge, Warrior 2, Revolved Warrior, Side Angle, and Triangle. And we learn how to go with our body from downward facing dog all the way to the top of the mat by swinging our leg forward. You'll need for this practice 2 yoga blocks, and as I've mentioned in Yoga Beginners 1, the first series, you can use sturdy books. If this is your first time to attend this class, it's okay. You can just get along with us. We'll go on a slow pace and we'll repeat the same move 3 times. We'll progress. We'll start slowly all the way up to the final position. It's more like a workshop theme rather than a flow theme, but it still has a flow. After this class, you'll be able to attend any vinyasa flow class for all levels. We don't have any arm balances or extreme hip openers or anything scary, so just practice to your own personal degree and enjoy. And let's get started with child's pose. Remember, child's pose is your resting pose. Whenever you get like out of breath or choppy breathing, you just go to child's pose. Big toe touching, heels close together, knees wider than the hips. Take a deep inhale here, and on your exhale, walk your hands all the way to the top of the mat, lowering your forehead down to the floor. Here is your third eye chakra. So it's an energy channel here. Just breathe and close your eyes and relax. Try to focus your attention to the outside world. And then slowly get inside the room you're practicing in. Keep breathing gently and softly, normal breathing. During yoga classes, we breathe through the nose, so please inhale and exhale through your nose. Make sure you don't have any body lotion or cream or moisturizer on your hands, on your feet. This will make yoga slippery and unsafe. Now, shift your awareness inside your body. Scan your body from head to toes. Your forearms are still on the floor. Today we'll be setting an intention, something positive. Like, for example, I'm strong, or I can do it. Anything, it's a simple sentence. I'm open, I'm flexible. Now I want you to activate and add your arms. So on an inhale, I want you to press your palms and lift your elbows off the ground, off the mat. Pressing your shoulders back. Remember, if your hips are lifted, you just imagine you're descending all the way to your heels. Take an inhale here, and on your exhale, slowly roll and come to an all-four position. You're in neutral back. Your hands, your wrists are stacked just under the elbows, under the shoulders, so it's just like a straight line. There's a slight bend in the elbows, so don't hyperextend. Always make sure your joints are slightly micro bent to make sure you're activating the muscles and you're not hurting your joints. If you have an injury in your wrist, you can pad by turning your mat and placing your wrists on, or you can have a towel, a towel or anything soft that gives softness to your, or a pad to your wrist. The same goes to the knees. Knees are just under the hips in a straight line. toes are untucked. Take a deep inhale here, and on your exhale, I want you to shift your weight, activating your core, and lift your right leg 90 degrees the way it was, all the way as if you're pushing the ceiling. Making sure your hips are squared. Remember, when we said hips are squared, it means it's leveled. So we're leveling the hips here. We're engaging our core. We don't want an arch in the back. Just lift and press. Take a deep inhale here. On your exhale, try to bring your knee all the way to the nose. And press back. Inhale and exhale, round in. Inhale, push the ceiling up. Exhale, round in. We'll repeat that one more. Inhale, up. Exhale, round. Hold it here for 5, 3, keep breathing, 2, 1, lift and push the ceiling. Now take a deep inhale, lower your knee, hovering off the ground, and make a big circle with the knee without moving the body. This is hip mobility, so just notice the range of motion. Keep breathing, inhaling down and up, exhaling back and down. Last time, inhale and exhale. This time we'll change the rotation, so press back and all the way. Imagine you want to touch your wrists. Inhale and exhale. Big circles. Oh. Notice your breath. Take a deep inhale, extend the leg, and then lower it down. Let's do some cat-cow. So take an inhale, arch your back, relax your neck. You don't have to gaze up, just relax the neck. And on your exhale, belly button to the spine, arching the back, maybe coming on your fingertips all the way. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and then exhale. 2 more on your own. Always remember to breathe and link the movement with the breath. Come back to neutral. Let's do the other side. So first, our leg is 90 degrees. We're working with the left leg. We're pressing the ceiling. Imagine you're holding a tray or you're pressing the ceiling. Take a deep inhale here. Hips are squared. They're leveled. Inhale here. Exhale, round the back like a cat. Try to bring your knees all the way to your nose. Inhale up. It doesn't have to reach though. It's cool where it is. Exhale. Inhale, flex your toes, and on the inhale, point. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex and push. Exhale, point and hold. For 5, 4, activate your abdominal muscles. 3, 2, and press and push. Take a deep inhale. Are we ready to the circles? I hope so. So let's make a big circle with our knee. Draw your circle. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Notice the difference between your legs. Maybe one is more open. Maybe one is more tight. Keep the flex in the knee. We'll switch the circle. So inhaling, back up. Exhale, down. Switching the circle 4 times, so we have 2 more to go. Keep breathing, last time. And then exhale, extend. Hold it here, take a deep inhale. Maybe you can add your arm if you want more balance. Exhale, lower it down. Let's sit back. Let's shake, shake, shake our wrists. Maybe wave it. Just relax it, maybe circles. Just relax your wrists. Good job. Now go next to downward facing dog. So hands under the shoulders, tuck your toes, press your chest towards your thighs, and lift up your tailbone to the sky. Keep your knees bent. You're on your toes, on the sole of your foot. Your shoulders are pressing away from your ears all the way up to the tailbone. Your tailbone is descending down. So this is your first downward facing dog. You can lower one heel down, try to press the floor, the mat, and then alternate. Let's try it together. Take a deep inhale, one leg. Keep the chest to thigh. Exhale and inhale. Exhale, lower, inhale, center. Exhale and inhale. Exhale, inhale. So when you go to a vinyasa class, they say you do any free movement that makes you relax with your first downward facing dog. You can do this. You can turn to the side to stretch first and then the second. Or you can just keep your knees bent. It's up to you. Take an inhale, weight in the hands. It's in the index and in the thumb. Try to push your shoulders away. Imagine there's something between your thighs and you're pressing it, and slowly, slowly lower your heels all the way to the mat. Heels, we don't see them, they're hiding behind our toes. So take a deep inhale in here, and on your exhale, sigh it out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, last time. Exhale, don't arch the back. Try to keep it zipped. Exhale. Okay, now look forward to your fingers, bend your knees, and take small steps all the way to the top of the mat. Keep the knees bent. Here, the blocks come handy. So please, if you have blocks or books, keep them around, keep them handy. Take a deep inhale, keep your legs or hip distance apart. Inhale to halfway flat back. You can place your hands on your block, activating your quads and shifting the weight towards the fingers, but not all the way, so it's equal distribution, let's say. So you can place your hands on the blocks or just below your knees. Lengthening the spine. Take an inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Inhale, place your hands to your waist. Your shoulder blades are getting together. Your elbows to the ceiling. Take an inhale, bend their knees and firm your legs. Lift up all the way to standing. We'll be starting with sun salutation, Surya Namaskar A. So we take a deep inhale, we circle the hands up overhead. Inhale, and on your exhale, we swan dive all the way, hinging with a straight back, activating, maybe bending the knees, activating our quads or bending your knees. If we have back issues, please make sure to bend your knees. Lower your hands down all the way to the block. On your exhale, relax your hand to strain. Inhale, hands under the knees, halfway flat back. Exhale, bend your knees. Now, one leg at a time. Take your legs back, all the way to the back of the mat. Lower it down so your body is like a slide. You can put your blocks aside. Your hands are just under your shoulders. Take an inhale here, and on your exhale, shift the weight forward and try to bend, lowering down maybe till here, maybe more, but don't don't go lower than the elbows. So it's the same level. Shoulders and elbows are the same level, 90 degrees with the elbows. So take an inhale here, exhale, lower down all the way to the mat. Keeping the wrists, the palms in place. Take a deep inhale, and on your exhale, baby cobra. One more, inhale here, exhale. Press the shoulders away. We'll learn something new. I want your hands, I'll move the block a little bit, just on the lower ribs. Elbows are pointing up. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, try to press your weight up, lifting your knees off the floor and pressing here. So keep your toes untucked. Opening the chest, collarbones are open, shoulders away from the ears. Take a deep inhale, lower the knees and tuck the toes. Press back all the way to downward facing dog. Remember, if your heels are bent, it's okay. Just bring the chest towards the thighs. No arching in the back. Inhale here. Exhale. Imagine you're lowering your heels all the way to the mat. We'll stay here 2 more breaths. So take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale and exhale. Look forward and walk. Maybe you can have a bigger walk. Maybe you can have baby steps. Blocks are handy. Bend the knees. Get your blocks close by. Take an inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale. Maybe try to extend your knees a little bit if you don't have any back issues. And then rise and shine all the way. 2 more rounds. Inhale up. Exhale. Fold in. You can extend your legs even further. If your hands reach the floor, you can try this by hands touching the floor. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, bend the knees. Lower your hands. Take your legs back. Lower the knees down to the floor. Untuck your toes. Take an inhale here, and on your exhale, shift the weight. Lower down all the way to the floor. Take an inhale. Rise and shine. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, bend the knees. Press, untuck the toes, and then downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Okay, gaze forward, bend the knees, baby steps or medium-sized steps all the way to the top of the mat. This time, your big toe might be touching heels a little bit apart. Take an inhale, come to halfway flat back. Exhale, try to fold, maybe reducing the bend in your knees. Relaxing your head. Inhale, rise and shine for the last cycle of Surya Namaskar A. Exhale, hinge forwards all the way to the ground. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, bend the knees. Place your hands on the mat and then take your legs back. Lower the knees down. Untuck your toes and lower down to cobra or just bend the elbows in chaturanga and then rise to upward facing dog. Remember to practice on your own degree, so you won't hurt yourself. Take a deep inhale. Maybe this sounds like baby steps to you, but it's okay. Lower your knees down, untuck your toes, press back, and then roll all the way to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Take a deep inhale. If you're tired and you want to take child's pose, go ahead. Otherwise, stay with us for 2 more breaths. Last inhale. Now, slowly lower your knees to the mat, big toe touching. Sit back on your heels and walk your hands forward, relaxing your forehead all the way to the mat. Child's pose. Notice your breath, your heart rates. Are you stressing any area in your face, your wrists, your hips? Now, activate your palms, pressing them down to the floor, and then untucking the toes and press back up to downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale here. On the exhale, let's walk all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. This time we learn how to do the transition from downward dog all the way with swinging the legs. So we'll do one Surya Namaskar. Actually, no Surya Namaskar, have some salutation and go back to downward facing dog. Just first we will do some wrist rolls. To relax our wrists, stand up and set our intention. Remember our intention of the class. Take an inhale, circle the hands up. On the exhale, try to fold in. Lower your hands and take your legs all the way to the back of the mat. Here you can use the blocks just under your hands for supported downward facing dog, or maybe you can stay with the previous downward facing dog. Okay. Now I'll put the blocks aside, we'll use them later, soon. So take a deep inhale, bring your feet together. You can shorten your stance to make your dog more accessible. Okay, take a deep inhale, lift your right leg up to the back of the room and lower it down. Hips are closed. Inhale, left leg up and lower down. Exhale. Two more. Inhale, lift up and lower down. Exhale and then inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Last time. Inhale, lift up and lower down on your exhale. Inhale, lift up. Hips are squared. Exhale, lower down. We'll add more. Inhale, lift up. On the exhale, bring your knee to your nose, lowering the other foot down to the floor. And then slowly, slowly, keeping the leg up, lift up, and then lower down. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bend the knee, round the back like the cat position, and try to shift the weight to plank with the right knee on the floor. Tuck the toes, lift up, and then press back, lower, down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, shift the weight. Maybe you can keep your back leg straight and then press back and lower down. Inhale, left leg lifts up. Exhale, knee to nose, rounding into tiger's pose, and then press back and lower down. This time we'll add to bring the foot forward. So let's lower our knees. Take a deep inhale, bring your blocks just under your palms, where you've placed them in downward facing dog. Inhale, go back to downward dog. Hold it for a breath or two. Your feet are together. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, roll, knee to nose. Look forward. Try to place your leg between the blocks. So creating space by rounding the back. So round the back. Let's take it back this time. So we'll round the back to create space. Please make sure that your book is on the wide edge. Your block is on the wide edge. So this might not be stable, especially if you have those thin blocks. Okay, so take a deep inhale, round, lift on your back toes, knee to nose, and press back up, lowering down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, if you break the move into steps, it sounds smooth. Knee to nose, rounding the back, lifting, pulling with our core, and then lower down. Great. Let's try to swing it back all the way to down dog. So we're here, we round the back, we pull, bend, lift up, and then press back. Remember the knee to nose on all four. Great. Let's try it one more time with the block. Right leg lifts up on an inhale. Exhale, round like a cat. Bring the knees to nose. You can do that with your knee on the floor, the left leg, and then lower down. Take an inhale here. Exhale, shift it up, and inhale. And then lower down on your exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, knee to nose. Rounding the back, pulling the knee, and then bring it forwards. Inhale here. Exhale, pull up. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. So if you found this was accessible to you and doable, you can try it without the blocks. Let's try it one more without the blocks. If it happens and you do it easily, that's fine. If you need more practice, that's cool. So just relax and don't rush, take things easy. Take a deep inhale, go back to downward facing dog. Your feet are together, right leg lifts. Take an inhale, exhale, knee to nose. Remember the rounding of the back. Look forwards and place your leg. You can come on your fingertips if you want. Take a deep inhale, lift your tailbone. So we're creating some space. Rounding, activating, lifting, and then pressing up and down. Other side, lift, round, knee to nose. Look where you're going to place your feet and hoops. We did it. Take an inhale, lift up your tailbone, round the back, create the space, lift the leg, and then extend and lower down. Lower your knees down to the floor, knees wider than the hips, big toe touching, lower forehead down. Take your hands all the way to the back, to the sole of your feet. Relax and come back to your breath. Okay, extend the hands all the way forwards. Take an inhale here, exhale. Shift your weight to downward facing dog. Look forward, gaze forward, and walk all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, come halfway flat back. Exhale, fold. And maybe go like a ragdoll. Stay here for a while, hugging your elbows, as if you're in a picture frame. Keep the bend in the knee. You can bend your knee as much as you want. Just relax. Maybe roll from side to side, sway from side to side. Just relax here. Switch the cross. So the one was at the top, it will be at the bottom now. You're framing your head, you're bracing yourself. Bending the knees. Take a deep inhale. Come halfway flat back. Exhale, bend the knees. Rise and shine. Hands to the heart. Now be doing Surya Namaskar B or Sun Salutation B. Remember the chair pose, Utkatasana? Okay, so knees, hip width distance apart or big toe touching, it doesn't matter. Take a deep inhale, hands to the heart. Exhale. Inhale, circle, and sit back. Hands up to the sky. Not all the way, just in front, in line with your head. Shifting the weight to the sit bones, to the heels. You should be able to see your toes. Lengthen your spine. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Keep the bend in the knees and fold. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, bend. And then we'll take it all the way to, we'll take our right leg, left leg, I missed the orientation. Left leg all the way back and lower it down. So the knee is down and sliding. Make sure your front leg is 90 degrees. We can just touch it and see if it's 90 degrees. Feel it. Your toes are widely spread. You're pressing on the four corners of your foot. Blocks by the side if you need it to lengthen the spine. Your hips are squared. You can pad your back leg and untuck your toes. So stay straight here, chest is opening. Nice. Take an inhale, bring your hands to the thighs, just away from your knees. Inhale, opening here, pulling your lower abs in. Take an inhale, rise, extend the hands overhead. Inhale here, exhale, hinge, and then inhale, lift up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, we're preparing to warrior three. Inhale here and exhale, hinge. Lower down, and then untuck the back leg. Take it back. You can do your vinyasa, which is plank or chaturanga up dog, or go all the way to downward facing dog. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Bend the knees, gaze forward. Let's walk all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, rise and shine. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, circle and sit in chair pose. Exhale, lower down and fold. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, bend the knees. Take it back to vinyasa, or you can go directly to the position. Okay, so our legs, our right leg is at the back, left leg is at the front. Make sure it's aligned, hips are squared, your knee is on top of your ankle, your toes are pressing firmly to the ground. Lengthen the spine on an inhale. Put a nice smile on your face. Exhale, start to open the chest. Pressing, you can stay here, or maybe lifting up all the way. Find your balance, find your focus. Inhale here, exhale. We'll do two more. Inhale, whoopsie. Exhale, hinge forwards. Inhale and exhale. Lower down. You can do vinyasa, or you can go all the way to the top of the mat. For this round, we will walk forwards and we'll do vinyasa. So Surya Namaskar 2 at the beginning. We'll lift and practice what we've done a couple of minutes ago. Inhale, extend. Exhale, just lower down. Inhale to chair. Exhale to stand up. Now we'll be doing the same thing we did, but in a different way. So take a deep inhale, sit down in chair. We'll see it together. Exhale, just fold in. Inhale, come halfway flat back. Exhale, I want you to bend your knees and take them back all the way to plank. Inhale here, exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale, back to up dog or maybe cobra. Exhale, lower the knees down and press back to downward facing dog. Feet together. Take an inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right leg all the way to the top of the mat. So remember the steps. Step number 1, lift. Step number 2, bring knee to nose, rounding the back and creating space. Exhale all the way. Make sure you're set here. Take an inhale. Maybe you can lower your knee down, or you can lift it up. Right hand, left hand, open the chest. Take an inhale, rise, maybe slight bend in the back leg, crescent lunge, Inhale here, exhale, shift forwards. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, shift forwards. Inhale, grounding, finding your base. Exhale, lower the hands down. Take your leg all the way to downward facing dog. So create space. Remember, you can use your blocks in here, shifting up and pressing back up and lower down. You can keep the blocks or you can do it without the blocks. Take an inhale, left leg lifts, knee to nose rounding, and all the way step it through. Inhale, lift up, and then open the chest. Exhale. Slight bend in the knee maybe. Inhale to crescent. Make sure your knee is in line with your second toe. Inhale here, exhale. Extend the back leg and feel the line of energy. Inhale, lift up, exhale. Inhale, lift up, exhale, lower down. And press back to plank pose. So on your knees or maybe off. Inhale, exhale, lower down. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, round and lift to downward facing dog. Hold it here. 3 breaths. Gaze forward, baby steps all the way to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale to chair pose. Take a deep inhale and stand up. Nice and tall. Last round. We'll add more. Take an inhale, circle the hands up and sit down in chair. Exhale, forwards fold. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, bend the knees. Take it all the way to the back of the mat. Maybe lowering down or keeping them up. Shift the weight, engage your abs. Lower down all the way to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift up, rounding the back, all the way to downward facing dog. So inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale here, gaze forward and place it through. Inhale, maybe this time try to take it at once to crescent lunge. Exhale, hinge forwards. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Here comes the trick. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Hinge forward. Make your back leg shorter and lighter. Try to tap. 1, 2, 3. Lift up. Try to press your thighs and extend. Hips are squared. You can adjust them with your hands. Keep your hands to your heart. Warrior 3. Lengthening with the spine. Take a deep inhale. Remember the taps we did? Try to tap your toes to the floor. Now bend your knee and try to reach to the back as far as you can. Landing softly. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Take it all the way to downward dog. So bend the knee, round the back, lift the hips, lift the leg up, and then slowly lower it down. Inhale here, your left leg rises. Exhale, rounding the back, creating space, knee to nose. Gaze forward and place it through. Take a deep inhale, circle the hands up overhead to crescent. Inhale here, exhale, hinge. Inhale, lift, exhale, hinge forwards. Inhale, lift, exhale, hinge forwards. Now bring the hands to the heart. Try to make your stance shorter. Tap 1, making your leg light. 2, focusing on a spot. Could be anything. Place your hands on your thighs, knee bent and extend the back leg. I'm fine here. I'm activating. I'm pressing away my shoulders from my ears. Absent. Remember, activating. Maybe try to extend the slight micro bend for stability. Hands to the heart. Warrior 3. Inhale here. Bend your knee on the exhale. Try to reach, and slowly land. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, all the way back to downward facing dog. Inhale here. On your exhales, child's pose. Lower your knees wider than the hips and sit back to a child's pose. Hands could be forward, or you can take them to the back, touching the heels, around your heels. Maybe relax your head. And now bring your hands forwards. Take an inhale, shift the weight to our friend downward facing dog. Feet together, take an inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, your right leg to the top of the mat. Your back leg lies flat. Now make sure, some people like them aligned, arch to heel alignment, or you can have them wider than the hips. You can try first time wider than the hips, second time you can try it in line. So take a deep inhale here. Have your block beside your right foot or your book. Now your left fingers are pointing to the floor. Take an inhale, extend and cartwheel all the way to warrior 2. I'll turn so you can see me. Great. So our knee, your right knee is bent on top of your ankle. Your pelvic floor is lifted up. Your shoulders are on top of your hips. You're facing the left corner of the mat. Extend your hands east-west, shoulders away, so don't try this. Don't go back and don't come forwards. Just relax here. That's warrior 2. So feel you're opening the inseam of your leg. Feel that your inner thighs are opening the knee. Your back leg is wrapping and your chest is in line. You're pulling up, you're extending the energy. Calm down. Now, turn your palm, your right palm to the ceiling. Take an inhale. On your exhale, place your left hand on your thigh and lift up as if you want to touch the ceiling. Inhale here, exhale, maybe go as if you want to touch the back, one of the walls, the back wall. Maybe a door, maybe a window, the back of the room. Inhale, this is revolved warrior. Exhale, back to warrior 2. Inhale, now lower your forearm down, lower your hips and extend the hand up and then overhead in a straight line. Take a deep inhale. Remember, you can use your block. You can place it to the inside with your right triceps. Try to push your knee away and then extend your hand. Inhale, come back to warrior 2. Exhale, extend. Now we'll bring the legs parallel to each other. Let's do the other side. So our left leg will be pointing to the back of the mat. Yeah, I think because, or you can turn, it will be pointing forwards. Okay, take a deep inhale. Your right leg is 45 degrees inwards. Take an inhale here, exhale, bend to warrior two. Always remember, inner thighs are opening the knee, so the knee will be in line with your second toe. The foot is completely printed to the ground. It's grounded, it's activating your hips, back hips are wrapping. Your tailbone, your pelvic floor is lifting. Your chest is lengthening. Feel the lengthening. If there was a column, it will come down all the way straight. The line of energy or chakras. Okay. Keep breathing. You don't have to sink deep. This is great and this is great. Both are yoga. Take an inhale, palm, left palm to the sky. Maybe come forwards and take it back to the ceiling. Keep the bend in the front knee. Place your right hand on your thighs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slight bend to the back. You can just relax your right hand. You don't have to place any weight on it. Take an inhale, come back to warrior two. And now bend deeper, forearm to the thigh, opening the chest and extending the hand overhead, engaging the abs. Take an inhale here, and on your exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, extend. Let's go back to the other leg. So we're still in the same position. We're going to the right leg extended and left leg extended. Left leg inwards, right leg pointing to the top or end of the mat. Take an inhale. I want you to extend your right palm all the way to the ceiling, extended forwards. Imagine you have your book and you want to hand it to someone. You take an inhale here and you hinge, hinge, hinge. I want you to have a slight bend, activating your quads, opening the knee in line. Feel the hinge. When you feel I can't reach more, that's my maximum limit, I lower my hand to the block. Inside or outside. For today, I'll keep it inside. Take a deep inhale and then open the chest all the way to triangle pose. So your left arm is in line with the right. You can gaze down or gaze up. Opening the chest. Take a deep inhale, bend the knee, and come to warrior two. If you have, that's the only book that you have, lower down, grab it with you, and turn. Place it to the floor. Great. So do that on the other side. Your right leg is pointing inwards. If you found your stance was wide enough and you're not stable and you're wobbly, it's like I'm gonna fall, you can shorten your stance and you still feel wobbly. You can use a wall behind you to support you. So your legs will be in line with the wall, the heel of the back leg and the front leg will be just to the wall. Take an inhale, extend your left palm, engage your quads, and start to keeping the chest open, facing to the side of the mat, and hinge, 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 hinge until I can't reach further. I lower down. I take an inhale, open the chest, and rise my right hand. Inhale, exhale, bend the knee and rise on your inhale to warrior two. Slowly, slowly extend the leg, remove the block or book on the side and come forwards to the top of the mat, rolling up to standing. Okay, let's do Surya Namaskar A with this flow 3 times. You can omit the vinyasa or you can take the modification that best suits you. So take a deep inhale, rise the hands overhead, exhale, and the knees will keep extended depending on your flexibility. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, bend the knees. Take your legs back all the way to plank. On the same out breath, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, round to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Exhale, right leg all the way to the top of the mat. Back leg flat. Inhale, cartwheel, open to warrior two. Exhale, just take it back to revolved, and then inhale to side angle. Exhale, try to extend and lower down. Your block is beside your hands. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, lower the hands down all the way to the floor. Take your leg back. You can do your vinyasa or you can go to downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg lifts, hips are squared. Exhale, all the way, you pass through. Back leg flat on the fingertips of the right hand. Circle and open to warrior two. Inhale here, exhale. Take it back to revolved warrior. Remember, you can place the hands on your thighs. Inhale to side angle. You can stay here or lower down, pushing your left knee with your left triceps. Take an inhale. Maybe start to extend your left leg into triangle pose. Opening the chest. Inhale. Press back. Lift it up. Warrior two. Cartwheel down and go back to downward facing dog. We're not going to the top of the mat. We'll repeat. Let's go to the top of the mat. It's better. So bend the knees, and walk all the way forwards. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise and shine. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, circle the energy up. Exhale, hinge from your waist. Straight line all the way to the floor. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, bend the knees and go back to plank. Or you can go to downward facing dog. Take an inhale here, shift the weight. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, opening the chest. Pressing the floor away. Exhale, lift up to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right leg passes through. Back leg flat. Take a deep inhale, cartwheel all the way to warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, revolve your warrior. Inhale, come through to side angle. Remember, you can lower the hands down or you can keep them up. Inhale to triangle, bring your block beside you or book. And then exhale, warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down all the way to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, it passes through. Back leg flat. Take a deep inhale, rise and shine to warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, revolved warrior. And then inhale down to side angle. Exhale, maybe extend the leg. Triangle, hands overhead. Exhale, warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down. You can do your vinyasa or you can skip it for this round. So in the middle, we're not doing vinyasa. It's just at the beginning and the end of each cycle. Let's do that one more. First 3 breaths here. You can sigh it out through the mouth. Remember, your legs are hip width apart, your hands are shoulder widths apart, your shoulders are pushing away from your ears. Bend your knees, look gaze forward, and walk all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to the heart. Last round, best round. Inhale, circle the hands up. Exhale, fold, hinging from your waist. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, bend the knees, take it all the way to plank or downward facing dog if you don't want to do the vinyasa. Inhale, open the chest to cobra or up dog. Exhale, round and push to downward facing dog. Your toes are touching, rise right leg up. Inhale, exhale, pass it through. Open to warrior two on your inhale. Inhale here, warrior two. Exhale, revolved warrior. Inhale to the inside of the leg or to the thigh, side angle. Exhale, try to extend to triangle. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Cartwheel the hands and go all the way to downward facing dog. Immediately inhale, left leg lifts. Left leg passes through, exhale. Back leg flat, take an inhale and open the chest to warrior two. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale to side angle. Exhale to triangle, opening the hand. Inhale back to warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down and do your vinyasa. Press back to downward facing dog. And then lower your knees all the way to the floor, sitting on your heels in a kneeling position. Let's come here and let's do some twists to the back. So I'll be facing you. You can come in a cross-legged seated position. You're crossing in the middle of your shins. If your knees are lifting high, please be comfortable to sit on a block. This will help the gravity to pull your knees down as follows. Sitting nice and tall, lowering the knees all the way down. So most of our day we spend it sitting, seated, either working in an office or driving, picking stuff. So our hip flexors get shorter. They're contracted. We sit all the way like that. This will help us to lower the knees and open. Try to be patient and never judge yourself and never compare. Just enjoy. Progress is coming. Your journey starts here of transformation. So take an inhale, circle both hands up overhead. On your exhale, I want you to turn all the way to the right side of the room. Just turn and lower your hands where they land. Left hand will be landing on your thigh, just next to the knee, and your right hand all the way back to your spine. Simple rotation, we're not going all the way through, just simple rotation. Inhale, come back. Exhale, just right hand on top of it, left knee, and then left hand to the back, simple rotation. Inhale, come back, we'll repeat that and we'll go deeper this time. Go deeper, exhale, and lift up. Inhale here, exhale, and press, lift up. Inhale, exhale, and turn. Hold it. You can gaze to your shoulder. So in the twist, the most important is how to lead the twist. So always do it with a breath. Never hold your breath and go slow. Take a deep inhale here, and on your exhale, slowly rotate to the front of the mat. Inhale, exhale, do it on the other side. Lift the chest, lengthen and turn. No rounding and turning, just straight, as tall as you can sit. Inhale, slowly on the exhale, come back, hands to the heart. Remember Navasana pose? Now we'll be doing Navasana one more time. So it's boat pose. We'll put the books on the side, your feet on the mat, You have them bent, your hands by your side. Take a deep inhale, lengthen with the chest, engage your core, and open the chest. Hands by your side to the hips, maybe. Lift up, or you can stay here. That's Navasana pose, so either up, extend the hands, or lower down and extend the hands. Let's try the first round with our knees bent and our legs are on the feet are on the mat. Extend the hands parallel to each other. Take an inhale. On your exhale, round the back and keep the shoulders off the ground. Keep the lengthening in your neck, so try not to squeeze between your neck and chin. So the distance between the chin and the chest remains the same. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, lift it up back to both pose. Let's try it one more. So there's a ball here, we don't want to crush it. There's an ostrich egg, we don't want to crush it. Take an inhale here, exhale, rounding in and lowering down. You can place the ball between your knees if you want. That's what we call Ardha Navasana, half Navasana. Inhale, exhale, lift it up. Let's try it this time with our legs off. So if our legs are off, we activate the feet and then we extend them on the way down. So inhale here, exhale, extend the legs. Inhale, lift them both up, closer to the body. Let's do it one more. Inhale, hold for 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, for 6. You can go to the previous. For 4, 3, 2, come up and lower down. Maybe hug your knees to the chest. Take a deep inhale, now lower down all the way to your back. We're going to bridge pose. Bring your ankles closer to the body so your fingertips can touch your heels. Shoulders away from the ears. Legs hip width distance apart. Take a deep inhale, pressing the palms down. On the exhale, we start to lift up all the way your back off the floor of the mat. Inhale here, exhale, hold. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, slowly, slowly lower down one vertebra at a time. Keeping your legs where they are, your knees are touching, and your feet are mat width apart. Just relax here. Relaxing your back. Place your leg where it used to be, in line with your hips. Take an inhale, cross your right leg on top of your left. So your right ankle is on your left knee with your right leg flexed. Take an inhale, lift the knee, your left knee, and bring it closer to your body. Using your right hand, press your knee away from you. You can stay here, or you can interlace your hands just under to hug your shins. Keep the flex in your right leg. If this is not possible, you can touch the back of the left thigh. Now lift your head up. Try to touch the foot, the right foot, opening the knee and inviting. So as if you're bringing your left knee closer to the body and your right knee is pushing away from the body. Now relax your head and hold. Keep opening. If you need a little bit more, you can even extend the leg and touch the back of the thigh. Now we have our extended leg, which is the left leg. Your foot should be active, your toes are spread, and the ball of the foot is to the ceiling. It's something between point and flex. Point. Bend the knees was extended and then release down slowly. Switch legs. So left leg crosses over on the right, flex your toes, bring your right knee to the chest, interlace, open, lift, maybe here, maybe here. Just find the right position. Maybe you can extend the leg, bring it closer so you have a stretch in your hamstrings. And if not, don't worry. There's some other poses that we can do that stretches the same tissues. Take an inhale, bend, and lower. Hug both knees to the chest before we lower. Maybe rock from side to side. And now lower your knees down. Extend your legs. Place your palms to the floor and shift your weight up to seated. Now, what I did was something by default. I took my butt cheeks back, so my sit bones are back. What we do? Press, lift up, and take the sit bones back. Your legs could be hip width distance apart. Lengthen, lift the arms up overhead. On the exhale, hinge. Maybe you stay here and lower your hands, or maybe you can go further and lower hands on the floor. Hold it here. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Flexing both of your legs. You can do that on a wall, so you can press on the wall to make sure that you're flexing your toes. You can inhale slowly, slowly. On your exhale, rise. Now your sole of your left leg comes to the inseam of your right leg, opening the knee to the side. Take an inhale. I want you to turn the chest, rotate it towards your toes. Inhale, rise the hands up. Exhale, lunge with a straight back, around the back, and stretch the back of the right leg. Relax your neck. You can lower your forearms down. Take an inhale, slowly roll up, and then extend the leg and switch. So the right leg comes to the inside of your left. Take an inhale, rotate the chest, lift the arms up, and exhale, fold. Keeping the flex in your left leg. So feel the 12 pointing. It's different muscles, and then stretch. Just feel the difference. Take a deep inhale here. Maybe you go deeper on your exhale. Inhale, roll up, and extend both legs. Wiggle. And then slowly, I want you to roll all the way down to your back. Your legs are apart. Your palms are facing the ceiling. Your shoulders are away from your ears. Your neck is relaxed. If you have any back pain and you have your books close by, you can just take them and place them under, or you can roll a blanket under your legs. That way, make sure your back is relaxed. That's our Shabbat. So now, keep breathing through the nose. No breathing. You can close your eyes or keep them open. You can have seated meditation or lying down on your back. Scan your body from head to toe and feel the difference from the beginning of the class till the end. How does your body feel? emotionally, how do you feel after this class, mentally, physically? So check in with your body. This is a time to study yourself and learn about yourself more. Remember to have an easy life, a fun life, a happy life. You should be able to know who you are. Knowing your limits, seeing your progression adds to your confidence. You are enough the way you are. You shine from the inside out. Now slowly bring your knees to the chest and roll to the right side of your mat. Keep your eyes closed. Push your way up all the way to a comfortable seated position. Maybe cross-legged, easy position, Sukhasana, or maybe kneeling, keeping your eyes closed. Imagining your body, head on top of shoulders, shoulders on top of hips. Bring the hands together to the heart. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Bow the head down. Open your eyes. And Namaste. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for joining the class. Hope you've learned and enjoyed the practice. See you again on the mat. Be well. Stay safe. Bye.